All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Zakia Ringgold. And last week on Tech Talk Tuesday, we were talking about Periscope saying bye bye. And as you can see from the title of this broadcast, it is Let's Explore Happs. Now, it looks like my connection is good. Um, I don't know how I am going to be able to see all of your comments, but the amazing Sean has come in. Let's see. Can I bring I don't know. Does your comment come up? I don't know. Let's see. Well, Sean, welcome to the broadcast. I don't know. Have you heard about Happs? It is all the rave for all of us Periscope folks. Um, oh, there it is. Let's see. Well, that show, I didn't know. Yes, there it is. Okay, so I can see your comments. So, all of you that are watching or just so happen to be tuning in live, my name is Zakia Ringgold. And as we talked about last week on Tech Talk Tuesday, Periscope is shutting down. And one of the last parting words I said was, don't worry, there's always a new app. Well, you didn't need a new app per se because Twitter does allow you to live stream. However, the beautiful Miss Eileen, who is all things tech, said, Zakia, you gotta try Happs. And that's what we are broadcasting from right now live. It is allowing me to multi-stream as well. Now, I can't tell how good or how bad how good or how bad this signal is coming across. It does look like we are frozen. I may need to hardwire in. It is saying that my signal is okay, but I'm not sure. I'm not certain of it. So some of you may be saying, what is Happs? And they gave me a script so that I get it correct. Happs offers free, world-class broadcasting tools, a community eager to collaborate, and a simple way for viewers to support creators financially. Yep, you heard that right. If you are a broadcaster, it does allow you to monetize from day one. You know how on YouTube, it's like, wait, you got to wait until you get 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. From your very first day on Happs, you are able to monetize, meaning make money from your content. Additionally, it says, how do I explain it? So we're using Happs. It's an exciting new platform. I know initially Happs was created for journalists. It makes it really easy to simultaneously broadcast. You know, typically when we are broadcasting or we're making soap or we're doing something, I typically would use Restream, and Restream would put their link right there in there. So, you know, typically when you post content to Facebook, if you have a link in the video, they kind of lower it down. They're probably going to lower this down too, but you know, that's just what Facebook does. It makes it very easy to broadcast simultaneously to all of my social channels. So right now we should be live on Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook. And I'm able to see all of your comments in one place. It is giving me a timer. And let's see, who's that? Daughter of Sarah. Welcome to the broadcast. And you are letting me know that we are live on YouTube. So I just said that we're live on YouTube and it's actually working. Additionally, if you are enjoying my broadcast, I encourage you to go ahead and download the Happs app today. I am broadcasting from my computer right now, but there is a mobile app that goes along with it. And subscribe for more content. You'll even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work. So it's even telling you how you can help me to monetize. So make sure that if you have not already and you're interested in seeing live stream content, a lot of the Periscope community has come over from Periscope because they're closing in March. So they've come from Periscope and they've installed Happs. It's like a whole new community that is building up over here. Additionally, you can also live stream on Twitter. I'm going to take my earring off because it's probably like clink, clinking into the microphone or the AirPods here. So let me take them off so they're not doing that, because that could be annoying when you're watching a stream and it's constantly doing that. You get paid by Happs. You do, Divine. Is that DJ Divine on the Twitter side? You do. So very similar to being able to get super chats on YouTube or super coins. I forgot what they were called on Periscope. People can like give you rounds of applause. They can drop coins. And what that does is it starts to fill your bank, and then you can cash out from those coins. Now, remember, Happs gives you a lot of free coins for doing things like joining their app, following people, subscribing to people, commenting. So it's kind of encouraging the community to give and receive all at the same time. So it looks like a fairly straightforward app. No, are you getting paid by Happs? I don't know what that means. I am not getting paid by Happs. I just installed the app. Oh, I get what you're saying, Divine. Am I getting paid? I do not know. I do not work for them. I own my own businesses, Natural Soap by Zakia, Live Soap School, as well as Virtual Experience Design Agency. And I typically leverage live streaming to connect with my community. So I have a community of handcrafted soap makers who have connected with me through Live Soap School. I have people who have followed my journey since 2015 as I was building my Natural Soap by Zakia company live from my dining room. And then Virtual Experience Design Agency is my newest company that was started in March as a result of the pandemic. So I help companies to produce virtual events. But I absolutely positively love everything about live streaming. My business was born because of Periscope. I was able to, at a click of a button, go live from my dining room, which we are in now, that continues to shapeshift, right? It continues to shapeshift. Behind this curtain is the soap studio. This curtain is where we do all of the consulting work that I do, producing conferences, all of that happens here. And so last week I got I guess it was news, not really, but I became aware that Periscope is going away. And because Periscope is how my business got started, I kind of felt a little bit nostalgic about it. And I went back on there because we had grew a pretty large following on Periscope because people were very interested in the journey, right? So we would go on, we would do walk with me's throughout the city of Philadelphia, talking about what I was grateful for, my adventures in the kitchen. People have watched my kids kind of grow up on live stream. My youngest was 1 at the time that I started broadcasting. She's now 6. Nyla, who is now 16, she was 11. So it's been very interesting to grow brands on live stream, as well as learning all of these technology tools. I would often tell people on the live streams like, hey, I don't know if I'm more interested in the soap making or the actual creation of a video, like having people, and that's the interesting thing about live streaming to me, is you never know who's watching on the other side of the camera. And for a lot of people, that's a reason not to go live, because you're like, I don't know who's watching. I don't know those people. They're going to judge my little corner. They're going to be talking about me. Nobody's talking. They probably are, but they probably aren't live streaming either. So don't worry about that. But I do know for Happs in particular, it's very user friendly. A lot of times when some things I would struggle with when I was live streaming was trying to put all the pieces together so that I could multi-stream. It looks like you can have multiple people on the broadcast. It looks like I can have up to 6 people. Like there's a grid that we could do. And let's see, I can have an image come up. So that could be an individual over there, right? I could also have a video. Do you guys want to know about Happs? Let's have the people over at Happs tell you about that.
Welcome to the
right
Happs
here.
community. I'm Shivani Prasad, and I'm a journalist here at Happs. Happs is a community of journalists, talk show hosts, artists, musicians, bloggers, podcasters, and so much more. To see all of their content, be sure to check out the Discover page. So this video is an example of how you can upload video assets to your broadcast. We really encourage you to upload your own images and videos to the Happs studio to really make your broadcast your own. I also encourage you to take a look around the studio, and when you're ready, click the Go Live button at the top of the page. We're so grateful to have you as a part of this community, and we're really looking forward to the content that you create. See ya!
Now that is pretty cool. So they give you some uploaded videos. So if I wanted, like if I was going to tell you all, like we just made this amazing soap, I could have had that video queued up off to the side. So I don't necessarily have to do it all live. Mama's Retreat is watching on the YouTube side, and she said, this is great information. Thank you for sharing. Well, I can't take credit for it. There is a lady named Miss Eileen that I follow and subscribe to. All of her information has always turned out to be golden. And one of them was this Happs app. About 2 weeks ago, she shared it, or a week ago. And I've kind of been watching it off to the side. Haven't really had much content that I wanted to share here on live streaming. But I decided, well, today is our Tech Talk Tuesday. I didn't really have a topic for today that we could talk about. So I said, well, why don't we just explore the Happs app? And so what I'll do is I'm going to present this screen so you all are able to I don't know, is it going to can't be performed? Let's see. Okay, it won't let me. All right, let's stop the share. It gave me an error message, guys. So I think because I don't have it on a separate monitor, it was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. So it looks like we have Bastia, Rakina, and John. Hello, hello, hello. If you are not already connected with me over on the Happs side, I'm Zakia Ringgold everywhere. But I'm Zakia Ringgold there. I'll get coins. You'll get coins. We could use those to help support one another. But this is one of the apps, and I see that my Perry cousin has shared this out and all of that. So let's see. And Conscious Question said, I like how you train people to have a skill, trade, and product they can use immediately. Absolutely. That is the premise behind Live Soap School. The idea, so in case some of you don't know, so Conscious Question posted the premise of what I do. And for a lot of you, my background is training and instructional design. And for several years, I always felt like if people had a skill, that would give them the ability to grow their confidence, aside from being able to support their family, being able to start a business. I didn't know that's what it was when I was doing it, but I love learning things for the sake of being able to teach those things. And so Live Soap School is the way that I am able to have that come to fruition. So I publish books on what I have learned in soap making, as well as making it and selling it. A lot of people fall short with, oh, here's how you make it. Because my business was completely virtual, like there was never a point where I was going out to farmers markets as the way I was selling my products. I had to learn how to build an online store, how to blog, how to live stream, how to podcast, like all of those different elements so that people could get to know me and come into my virtual space. And then I turned around and taught that in Live Soap School. It is great for small business. Absolutely. Hello from the Happs team. We love your app. Hello from Los Angeles. Thank you so much for checking in. I am loving Happs, by the way. I think it's a really, really cool platform. How will the transition for Twitter go? I am not sure. I think it's unfortunate what has happened. Well, I guess it's just a sign of the times. You have to keep up with the community. And I think that's what Happs is doing very, very well. And what I mean by that is the owners of it or the founders and creators, they're very, very focused on community. And where the other platform went wrong is they kind of left their community off by the wayside. They had one heck of a head start, right? They had one amazing head start where nobody else was allowing people to live stream or anything. And so, unfortunately, your work sounds amazing. Thank you so much for sharing on Happs. And thank you for, see, that's the super heart, guys. That's what I was trying to tell you all. Good morning, Roslyn. Welcome to the broadcast. We are checking in on the Happs app. It says beta, but I don't think it's beta. It's working prime time right about now. So if you all are just now coming on, I'm going to pause for the cause and tell you what it is that we are doing. So I'm Zakia Ringgold of naturalsoapbyzakia.com, livesoapschool.com, and Virtual Experience Design Agency. It's a .com, but it's an agency. And we are exploring Happs, which is the newest live streaming platform on the scene. I would like to thank again Miss Eileen. I can't say her name enough. She always puts me on to the newest platforms. And what we were talking about, oh, Conscious Quest. Hey, thank you for, I don't know, what is that? Do you know where I get labels? Rosalind, are you talking about for your soap making? There's an online label company you can use. I can send it to you. I'll tweet it to you if you want to design them or have them designed. Sorry, guys, squirrel. So what we're doing today is just last week on Tuesday, I said for our tech talk, I said, Twitter's going away. Not Twitter, Periscope is going away. And that's where all of the businesses that I've started got started. And I was wondering, where in the world is Soap Nation going to migrate to? And if you guys don't know, Soap Nation is so much more. Everything about what I do is so much more than soap. But Soap Nation in particular are those people who have been along for the journey from 2015. So that was when the idea of, hey, maybe this thing that I'm really good at can turn into something else that then impacts other people and then creates another thing. So Soap Nation has been there the entire time, either cheering me on, sharing it out, sharing what they're doing or how they're growing, and also being there for the kids as well. Good morning, Nolans. Very good to have you. Let's see. And see, this is what I'm loving about Happs. And I know squirrel, she's going a million different directions. But what I'm loving about Happs in particular is all of these things that I'm doing. Normally I would have to set up on different platforms because I would use Ecamm, StreamYard, Restream, Facebook, Creator Studio, all of these different tools. Happs has put it all front and center so we all look like the professionals that we think we are in our mind. Rosalind has said, what is the new plot from? I don't know what plot means, but are you talking about the app? This app in particular is Happs.tv. And if you want to see what everybody else is saying, because some people are watching on YouTube, some people are watching on Facebook, a lot of you amazing people are watching on Happs TV. Come over to Happs TV, and then that way you can be in with all the cool kids. Conscious Quest, thank you very much for the high five award. Looks like I got a whole 35 cents on my first broadcast. 35 cents on my first broadcast. 35. Okay, sorry. Zakia, is that Miss Dew? How are you? That's the sunset queen too. Over in Texas. I was going to say the great state of Dallas, Texas, but the great state of Texas. Can watch and share to Twitter too. So listen, guys, watching on Happs. Well, it's so good. Dude, let me make sure I'm connected with you. And I'm going to subscribe to your channel so that I can continue to see your amazing sunset. So for all of you that are just joining, I am going to play the video that Happs has available so you can kind of see. If you wanted to share a pre-recorded video, you don't want to do all pre-recorded, guys. That's not what this is for. That's not what this is for, right? But if you wanted to have like some commentary on video that you've done, I like this feature because you can upload an image or video. You have a production studio is what we have. So let me share this video because Happs can probably tell you a whole lot better than I can on what this app does.
Welcome to the Happs community. I'm Shivani Prasad, and I'm a journalist here at Happs. Happs is a community of journalists, talk show hosts, artists, musicians, vloggers, podcasters, and so much more. To see all of their content, be sure to check out the Discover page. So this video is an example of how you can upload video assets to your broadcast. We really encourage you to upload your own images and videos to the Happs studio to really make your broadcast your own. I also encourage you to take a look around the studio, and when you're ready, click the Go Live button at the top of the page. We're so grateful to have you as a part of this community, and we're really looking forward to the content that you create. See ya. Welcome to the Happs.
Who was fine? Roslyn, thank you. Because I muted myself while the video was playing. Happs, I have a suggestion. Can you set it so that when a video plays, it automatically mutes the microphone of the individual broadcaster and then automatically unmutes it? So give them that option because I always forget to unmute. I always forget to unmute. Can you still not hear me? I think it's working. There's a little bit of a delay. I think. Can't hear you. Moments. I lost sound. No sound. No sound. Let me see. Let me turn it up. I think it's working. There's a little bit of a there is a delay. My bad. I should know better. Yeah, know better, do better, Zakia. All right. So you can comment on replays. Hold on. Let's bring that up. You can comment on replays, but I haven't been able to see the replay comment. I think Happs is working on that now. Yeah, what was really nice and what got my attention about Happs in particular, and what I wish we could have done on other platforms, but I think this is genius, where you can continue to build community around your broadcast after the fact. So typically we would go live, we would have our conversations, everybody would be there, and then you lose all of the content or all of the interaction after the broadcast is over. So depending on, I think when you get like different levels or like different badges, before you would have been able to post images, post quotes. So it's kind of like your own Twitter feed or your own social media feed in line with your video. Soap Nation, we get to continue to talk to each other. Comments are delayed. Hello from Kuala Lumpur. Hi, Hasnain. Welcome to the broadcast. And we have some new subscribers. Jose, Gemini Twix, and Hasnain. Can you give me the phonetic spelling of your name? That would be fantastic. And I'm so glad you all can hear me. And I'm going to just say welcome. And this is something that we couldn't do previously. Within the Happs app, if somebody sends me a comment, I wonder if you can have moderators. That would be cool. Somebody sends you a comment, you can reply to them right in your broadcast. So I tried to share my screen so you all would be able to see it, but I'm hoping that you are getting some of my excitement of this app, and it's amazing. You get what you ask for sure. Just last week, I said, where are we going to go, Soap Nation? And we could have did Twitter Live. We probably will still do Twitter Live. But I really like the feel of Happs. I like the way the platform is set up. I think anybody will be able to broadcast and create a really professional looking broadcast. It's Hasnain. You were almost there, almost had it. Let me subscribe to you, Hasnain. Moderation in settings. So we can assign moderators. If you have a badge on Periscope, oh, wait a minute. We got a badge on Periscope. What does that mean? If you have a badge on Periscope, Happs is honoring it. Send an email to Peter or Pablo Escobar. His email is, Pablo de la Hoya, an even better name. All right. So thank you for that, Alexis. Let's see. Let me pull you up. Oh, I'm trying to copy it like I can't come back. See, that's the beauty of it. You are still able to see the comments. Sorry for giving you all of my pores and whatnot. You are very welcome, Hasnain. Happy Christmas to you and the family. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year's. I am running out of 2020 like this. This is what my body is doing as we are. Happy New Year. All of that. We are doing all of that. Yes, on assigning moderators. So we will be able to assign moderators. Waiting for my gold badge transfer. So that'll be fantastic, right? If we are able to, because that's the one thing when these platforms kind of sunset and go away, it feels like all of your time, energy, and effort in working on those platforms gets lost. So I think that's really awesome that Happs will do that. It's like, okay, we kind of know that you do content, and I don't know what the benefits are of it, but it sounds good. Miss Wanda just joined Happs. Guys, let me just shout out Miss Wanda really quickly. If you guys don't know, first of all, I grew up with her right down the street from me, but she is a nurse who put on several annual community events to help out the community with chronic disease prevention and screening. And so I'm hoping that maybe she'll start sharing some of her expertise on how to live a healthier, better life. She's just an all-around amazing person. But welcome to Happs. This is my first broadcast on here. And you guys have been pretty amazing. I'm getting just as many thumbs up as eyeballs, which is cool. I'm getting the hearts and the high fives and all of that. Yes, I sent my profile and video link. Rosalind said she's going to download the Happs. I think you all will really like it. I had taught a live streaming training class last year. And one thing that a lot of my students would struggle with was trying to juggle all of the components. Like it's more to it than just having your camera on. Most of the time, that's what I do. I'll just go live from my cell phone, which is absolutely fine. Don't let anybody tell you you have to have all of the bells and whistles. That is absolutely, positively false. 100% false. For 2.5 years, even the fancy Periscope people, we were doing the same thing. We would have it this way, and then we would turn our camera so that we would be able to share what was on the other side. These broadcasting platforms started to make it a whole lot easier for you to get your logo up there, for you to be able to have like lower thirds coming across. You can have images, but that would trip a lot of people up. So good to see you here. Oh yeah, let's ask the viewers to react. If you have not watched or if you have not given a thumbs up or a heart yet, be sure to do that. Miss Wanda has given me the high five award. See, she downloaded the app and came right over and gave me my 10 cents. And for all of your 2 cents, Zakia, here's a dime. Hello from Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Welcome to the broadcast. You can flip the camera on Happs. Correct. So we will bring back our Walk With Me broadcast. I have missed doing Walk With Me broadcasts. If you guys don't know, Walk With Me is just like morning thoughts as we are walking through the neighborhood. There's not a lot of places to go with hashtag COVID. We won't mention that word out loud too much, but I think it's a way of kind of hashtag COVID, as Paige says. Um, you can flip the camera here. Just can't go from landscape to portrait. That's assigned before going live. Miss T on the YouTube side. Miss T, make sure you come over to the Happs side too. Miss T is a planner queen. She's also a cooking queen. This is what a lot of you that I could not get you to come from the Facebook world onto the Periscope world, but the Periscope people, we are enjoying this because we all know each other. Like we might live on completely different sides of the planet, or not the planet, at least the United States, but it was a worldwide audience on that platform. You could share screen also. Yeah, I tried to share my screen, but I got an error. I'll try it again later. And you get free coins daily. Listen, guys, listen to what the individuals are saying here. You get free coins daily with your activity. So probably, I think I've seen people when they comment, they actually get coins and whatnot. Ms. Dew said, hey, Paige. And you can screen share. Hi, Miss T.
Hi.
Say, hey, girl. Walter Ian K from Budlums. Welcome to the broadcast. So this is the new platform page. All right. So it's a new way of broadcasting. So remember what I was saying? A lot of you saw Paige from the time she was under the table.
Yeah.
Now she is way above the table. And so let me give you.
Me and my sister are gay twins.
Okay. All right, Paige, they got it. And Miss Wanda is saying, hey, Paige.
Hi.
All right. Beat it, scrub. So this also gives you, you're giving them a sneak peek of, so if you guys are new to me, behind that curtain is where the soap studio is. All right. So you can also do an intro broadcast countdown. That'll give you 30 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. So before you would have to probably pay somebody to create a video like that for you, add some music to it and whatnot. But here we don't have to do that. It's built in, it's uploaded and ready to go. Janet said, hiya. I was watching you over at Periscope. You found Happs, then awesome. Thank you so much for coming over. I do like the music. I'm hoping they start adding more. One of the hardest parts for me as a broadcaster, especially when I was making my soap, is having audio that I could play while we were live. I even went so far as playing the Alexander Hamilton soundtrack. That was in the early days before, before you started getting dinged and all of that. So I'm hoping that Happs is able to find us some royalty-free music that we could have while we are creating content. Not sure if the 30-second intro is available on iPhone. Haven't seen that on the phone when going live. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. So how do we invite people? Does anybody want to join me that is on the Happs app? And then that way we can kind of, you all, if you especially have experience, I can definitely bring you on and you can help me explain those things, but I don't know how you invite someone. So if I come back to comments, let's go to you, Do. I see like, reply, globally hide, and present live. It's in the create screen. Looks like an image. I see, invite people. It clearly says invite people. All right, so Do, I'm going to invite you. Heavenly Do. So if you want to join me, my dear, I'm inviting you And Walter, hi, how are Budlums? Good to see you. I can invite you as well. And do you know how much effort this would take? Not dressed can collab later. Okay, I'll uninvite you. Never mind. Alexa's not sure if you want to join. Oh no, Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. I'll have to test it out. There's more stuff to do before going live. Zakia, I like the music. Okay, I think I got everyone. So the idea is, oh, I don't know what it was doing while I was searching for people. So it kind of goes, screen is blank. Darn it. So when I click on invite people, it started doing something weird. Alexis, there you go. Perry cousin. Hello, Miko. Let me go ahead and subscribe to you over on did you come over from another platform? I thought I saw you. There you go. She said, sure, give me a minute to go out and ask to come in. Oh, okay. So it looks like Alexis has been leveraging the platform a little bit more. So it's always good to leverage those people who have used it to shorten your learning curve. But I am so excited. This has been a really interesting way to start the day for Tech Talk Tuesday. I should have multi-streamed out to LinkedIn. I wonder if it'll let me do that. I know you can do YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Oh, wow. What happened? Yes, we a whole squad over there. Correct. Something weird is happening with my comments. They're like going really quick. I think I will like that feature. Thanks for the high five, Tamiko. Bam. Bam. That's also Perry. Not letting you join. All right, let's try it again. I made you director. What does that do? Yeah. Well, something's happening. Well, we'll try. I'm barely awake. I don't think I'm up for showing my face right now. LOL. Completely understood. So we tried it, but this is what we call a P-back era, meaning problem exists between keyboard and chair, not the technology. I know a lot of people like to, oh, there's Alexis.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't figure out that.
Here, so let me bring you on and add you. Look at that.
I'm here. There you go.
Okay, so if you were telling somebody for the very first time, welcome to Happs, what would you tell them the first thing they need to do is?
Oh, geez. Well, subscribe to the channel, and anybody that you see a plus sign, if you're on Happs, there's a little plus sign on the comments there. If just check out their broadcast or their profile, and if they scope, then follow them along, because then that way you get notifications when they go live. We're still new on the app, so sharing out is a little bit different. I haven't really it out too many times. Hey, Hassan, how you doing? Hello, Walter. Hello, British Spy. It's a little weird when I went into your thing. Last time there was like a red dot to say join the broadcast. This time it was a little movie thing. And then I had to select between what broadcast wanted me to come live on. I thought that was a little weird. So it took me a little while to figure it out, how to join in.
Got it. So there's a ton of folks jumping on now. So Janet is telling us comments go fast when you have people sharing fast. You cannot stream to other platforms once you are streaming. You have to make that. Yeah, that makes sense. And Max from London is saying hi. And Deborah from Atlanta. So Alexis, how long have you been on Happs?
1 week.
1 week. Okay. And so you said there's a way that you can share something. I can't find it now.
When I'm on here now with you, it did share out to all my platforms that I have set up. So this is being shared to my Happs. So my viewers are coming live in here also. And that's another way to go live into somebody else's scope. And then that way your viewers will see that person also. Well, it's being shared out to Facebook, and I have Facebook. It's being shared out to my business page, my VIP group, and my profile. I do like that it automatically shares to YouTube, and I don't have to upload because I didn't get involved in that. But at least it's there for prosperity if anybody wants to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's
And
really
Walter is commenting, haha, scope, old habits die hard. We're going to keep calling it a scope from now on. Happs, you
yeah.
just got to get used to it.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to get used to it because it just, yeah. I'm trying to say broadcast. All right. Hey, Narlins, how you doing? And Mandy's in the house. Tamiko's in the house. And what's really good, I'm not sure if you do virtual parties. I do virtual parties, and so I can share into anybody's group party that I'm hosting with the Pampered Chef thing. So now I don't have to because I put all my effort into scoping on Periscope that when I'm done, I already have food done, and I can only make so much food and eat it. Okay. So now I can share right into there. I'm like, yes, this is like a triple, double, triple, quadruple whammy on sharing out to different platforms and not have to make it over and over again.
And then trying to repost and republish over and over again. And so somebody is, and I want to know too, Max, how long has Happs been around for? I heard about it about 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
They said that Happs was created in 2018, and it was for newsworthy journalists to share out to different platforms while they were, and that's why they had the location on, so they know that they're actually in wherever they're sharing it from. But they just welcomed us over there. Now this coin thing I don't quite get, but they've invited us because we're sort of like Bobby Vicker says, we're like orphans. We've
been pushed to the side.
You're like, okay.
But they left us 2 years ago, though. They stopped caring about, I don't want to say stop caring, but about 2 years ago, it was just like, no more.
Yeah. And Opie's Army Wife says it's still in beta, which is in beginning stages, which is really good. Because if you were with Periscope when they first started like 5 years ago, or be 6, there's a lot of tweaking going on and changes. And these people on Happs have been changing things like this, like so fast. And what's really good about Happs is they actually have moderators that come in and to make sure your broadcast is good.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Hopefully we won't have the trolls or the, scat bots and people. Yeah. So hopefully.
So we're saying keep it clean. So you mentioned that the Periscope badges, they're going to grandfather those over. What does that mean? What do we get with those? They haven't said.
I think you get more coverage in the feed of things. There was an email sent out yesterday, and I was like something on the top. I thought was like, that's my own that I was the top of. But Aiden, he said he got the same email. He says, congratulations, you were like the top whatever broadcaster last week. I was like, I didn't do anything. I just did a couple little scopes like to begin with. So I thought it was just me personally looking at what I was looking at. So it gives you a little bit more clout, but we don't know what we're getting with that badge. Okay?
Right.
It just shows that I think the badge just shows that you scope more often. And there's no levels of badges. It's just one badge for the Periscopers. There are like news broadcaster badges, so you know who the newscasters are on there. I got
so that helps to know. Yeah, I see that somebody said they got the email. And Hasnain is saying, how do you show comments on top next to your name? So I can't share my screen, unfortunately. But when you hover over someone's comment, there's an option to present live. And when I click that, it brings your name up no matter what platform you're on, which I think is amazing. And it shows the comment there.
I'm not sure if that's available on iPhone. I've only broadcast it on the iPhone. I've never done it from the computer because I'm a food scoper and I need to angle my camera down or this way and then go the reverse way like I did today.
Yeah. So multi-camera, that's interesting. Are we able to do?
You can flip iPhone. It has that little thing that has a camera and it says flip it. So. Yeah.
Okay. And it says, I got the email too. Do is presentable. Hello. Do I have to sign up with a credit card? No, no credit card for Happs. You don't need a credit card. It's a free app.
Yeah, unless you want to buy coins and give your broadcaster, you can subscribe to a broadcaster and give them like a dollar amount monthly, or you can do the coins and do it like daily. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's what I was mentioning at the start of this one here in particular. Number one, the fact that you are able to monetize from day one. That does not happen on any of the platforms without you having about 1,000,000,001 followers, something along those lines. You can share your screen by clicking the present button if you are on desktop. Yeah, I tried it, Janet, but then what happened is it got a black screen. Let's see. I'll try it one more time and see what happens, because there's a present option. Yeah, error presenting screen. I don't know if you're able to share your screen, Miss Alexis, where you're able to show just the Happs broadcast studio, but I can describe it.
Yeah, I only try to share my screen once. You have to be in landscape. Oh, I'm not in landscape now. I'm on portrait. In my car, I did a scope, but we couldn't get the guy's face to come up. He was there audio, but not on a picture. And you can do it when you can do up to 8 people when you're on the computer.
Oh, fantastic. And Obi's Army Wife has indicated that you have to have $200 to cash out. So those pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, no amount is ever too small. It all adds up and they're always appreciated for sure.
Yeah. I thought it was, is it 200 now? I don't know. I don't know what it is to cash out.
Let's see. Chris is saying, I'm on my laptop and found us using trending. We're trending. See, Alexis Can Do comes on and we start trending. I like to subscribe to you, but can't see how to do it whilst watching live. Let's see. If I go on the app, let's see.
Are you on?
We're doing a
Chris MG.
I'm on
phone, or are you on a computer? Yeah, okay. Aubrey Story says 200 to cash out. Okay. Oh, she says
I don't know it. And what I do like is that it does give you coins every day for things like coming onto the app, following people, all of those things. And then it says, all right. So what are you saying here? So am I missing anything else? Click on the names and click subscribe.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm on my oh, if you're on your laptop, you should be able to click a subscribe button. And I think it was Hasnain. He's saying there's different views that we can do. So right now, what we were in previously was a stack where we were side by side. Then there's also a picture-in-picture mode where if you had 2 people that you were interviewing, I don't have 2 people that we're interviewing, but I can pull up this image here, and then they would be listed like that. There's also a grid view where it could be 6 people. And see, I like how it's so smooth and doing the transition. It kind of feels like you're in a news broadcast. And then there's a tall version where you are kind of off to the side, but then your guests are side by side. And it looks like you can have up to 6 people in the grid. So that's even, Alexis, were you around for the Blab days?
No.
Where people were using Blab? Okay. So Blab allowed you to have, oh, we don't need the no problema. Let's get rid of that image. Blab was similar where you could have, I think it was 4 people live together on the screen. I am also from the Perry side. We're all from, I think 95% of the folks that are in here now are from the Periscope days. Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Let's do a poll. Let's say, put a P in the box, put a P in the chat or the comments below saying that you were with Periscope. Put an H if you're from Happs. Put an F if you're watching on Facebook. Put an I, what else we have? We're
YouTube. Why? Oh.
Where are you watching from right now? Where are you watching? Put a H for Happs, P for Periscope, T for Twitter. Where are you watching at? Hey. Nice trend. Okay, P. Periscope. So see, they're watching you on Periscope still. Wow, look at all the people watching on Periscope.
All Periscope. All Periscope. Amazing.
Wow.
See, Periscope had an amazing tribe of people that was, but we can build that tribe over here on Happs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And we do have some Happs coming over.
Yep. Now, do you have a link?
Walter.
Because you have a badge, right, Sakia? Do you have your
I
link?
do from.
Do you have your link in your profile over on Periscope?
Oh, my Happs profile. No, I didn't upload it.
Do you have a link tree? That's
I
where you
do.
get. Okay, so put it in a link tree and put your link tree in your profile, and then that way you can say, go into my profile and join me on Happs. The link is over there. Alexis, you first asked us where we were from. I asked you where you're from. As in, where are you from watching this on? What platform you're watching on? Whether it's H for Happs, P for Periscope, T for Twitter. Give me where you're watching this from. We're just trying to figure out where everybody's from. Okay, so you can tell who's watching from Periscope. They have the, let me see, they have the little
Twitter bird next to their name.
Yeah. Oh, really? I have a blue dot.
You have like the blue I'm important dot, or you see a blue dot next to their name?
Next to their name.
Yeah, I see a bird. Like Nollins is on Twitter, which I'm assuming is Periscope. Nita is from Periscope, but she's watching on Happs. Nita, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to you. British Spy is watching from Happs. Found it. Good to know, Chris. So if you are watching and you're trying to figure out how to subscribe to the people who are in the video, above their names, there's like a little plus sign. So hopefully you'll be sure to subscribe to us. Zakia, resend. Okay. Let's try it, Let's uninvite and try it.
Andrea's watching us, I think, from either Twitter or Periscope. So to fit. I see her scopes. I'm like, I can't even sew it.
I miss Soda Fit is incredible. She creates patterns. She sews things. Oh, she's here.
She's here.
Hey, Soda Fit, how are you? Debbie McCabe, Happs. I just added Happs to my list of links pages last night. I'm calling these link tree type pages a portal. Yeah, to get you where you want them to go. Never heard of Happy. Well, I just heard.
Hey, I added my link tree connection in my title. So when it goes over to Facebook, my link tree is in the post itself. And it's on Facebook.
Got it. So I'm going to have to try and figure out how to keep them all connected, because the bottom line is I want you here live. I hate for people to miss it, but the positive side of Happs, unlike the other platforms, is the conversation can keep going outside of the live stream, like on the replay. I don't know where those comments go, but yeah, you have that. And somebody is asking about the Did you ever use OBS to multi-stream or any of that fancy stuff? Cabal, I am going to try that. I personally never used OBS. I was leveraging Ecamm Live. I have a Mac. And it took a lot of the production work. It made the production work very easy in that I could have several scenes set up. I could have video posted. I could switch the cameras and all of that, but I would love to try it. What else do we have? Oh, Happs. Hello, everyone. How we can get comments from different platforms at one place. It's all in Happs on the desktop app. It's making it available.
Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, you only see the Facebook comments. You don't see any Happs comments over there.
Yeah. Which is why, like, it says subscribe to Zakia, and then it has like that little teeny tiny Happs.tv. But if you come onto the app, you can download it in the App Store. Is it available on Google Play?
Don't know.
This is a perfect description, Budlums. He says, I've been describing Happs as like if Periscope and OBS had a baby, because it puts everything at your fingertips. You have multiple things that you can connect, several video screens. Then you have images that you can post. videos that you can post. You can change the view that you see. You have all of the comments on one side without trying to tie a bunch of things together.
Peter's in the house. Peter is with Happs. Peter Bittner.
Let's find him.
He's one of the creators from Happs. So if we have questions, we can ask him. You have any good
Peter
questions?
is here, guys. So if you have questions, that's the person to ask, because I've been making it up as I've gone on. I'm just kidding. I've only given you information for what I actually know to be true. Budlums, that's spot on. Budlums, he's agreeing with your definition of Happs. If the two had a baby, why do some have a profile available and some don't? That could mean they just haven't updated their profile. And I do know that you get points for updating your profile, or coins that you can then use to high five and all of that. And Obi says it is available on Android. So there you go. And Nita says she's trying to subscribe to SodaFit. Correct with Happs, you need no OBS. You don't need any other software, guys. And you can do it from either a computer or a cell phone. So, I mean, everything that you need is at your fingertips without having to be a streaming genius. Although we can pretend to be one. And Peter, how close are we to landscape working on Android? I do have a question. I don't know if Peter is still here. I kind of stumble on community broadcasts that they have. Is there a set schedule for when those happen? Or is it just kind of keeping an eye on the feed for when they may be coming up? Hey there, welcome. And they're welcoming everyone to Happs. Mirroring OBS into Happs. Using iPhone to watch this. It definitely has a great iPhone app, for sure. Still waiting on their approval on the Google Play Store. So it's coming, guys. I guess that's the landscape mode. When you first go live on your broadcast, it asks you if you want to do from a desktop. That's my experience today. Maybe tomorrow we'll try from the phone and see how it's different.
It asks you the same thing on the phone. Landscape or portrait.
Oh, you get a choice. Okay, so you get a choice. And I'm wondering, why would you use one over the other? Why would you choose to go portrait instead of landscape? Is that maybe to repurpose the content?
I don't know. I like the I do portrait because that's what I'm used to. When I go landscape, you see too much wide on my cooking scopes versus the portrait. I angle you down, you're right on top of it.
Got it. So depending on what it is that you're presenting is why you would change from one to the other.
Rarely ever go landscape. Because you're looking too much. I don't want you to see what's wide. I want you to see right here, like right, rather than this way. You see more this way when you're cooking.
Makes sense. And we have Christine over from the Perry side. Andrea is asking, does Happs have an RTMP feed link so that you could actually stream somewhere else? Do made it. Hi, Do.
Hey, hold on, guys. I just got a new iPhone yesterday, and Happs is taking me through some things that I wasn't prepared for. So there I am. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Hey. Fantastic. So I just want to point out, because we are not the experts on Happs, we do love the app, but Peter is saying that there is a community Q&A at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Hey, Peter.
So that would be a great way for you to ask the questions on RTMP and all of those other things. And we are very happy. I think Alexis and I think we can all say we are all very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Now. And
I've been here for about 5 days now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I tried to go live on my old device. Speaking of, starting where you are, this is what I've been working with forever. And they were like, hey, girl, you got to upgrade this thing. So I tried to go live through my laptop, and I had some issues with the camera settings. But the beauty of Happs is it's like put the best of every app, I think, into it. And plus, it's beta. So if it's this good now, look at, think about what's to come. And Peter, Pablo, and I've been on Swift Beats Live as well. They're so hands-on, so excellent. It's good to see the Perry fam. The interface can be a little challenging for maybe not the tech savvy, but once you connect the dots, it's like created and go. So Santa came early for me on yesterday. I got the new iPhone 12. Can we get a round of applause? Because I won't even tell you what I've been working with. And I'm excited. I'm excited. And Zakia, thinking about you and your morning broadcast, we used to work together. Zakia would walk through Philly and then she'd hop over to my scope, at the lake, with sunrises. But another thing I'd like to point out about Happs is it's making it difficult for bots and trolls. So right now, if there's any trolling per se, it's from the apps, YouTube, others, and they're working on that too. But I haven't missed broadcasting here yet because I've been engaging in so much conversation and the community team is so hands-on. I just see Happs going higher, higher, and higher. And yeah, everybody subscribe, come on over and, bring your best. I said, they've made it easy for us to do it. It's up to us to bring the content and the character.
Wow. That is a great way to start it off. And I just want to say there's a lot of you that are watching. One thing that I learned from the Periscope days is this is the community. So click on individuals' profile pictures. And if there's something interesting about them, click that plus sign, because I believe that way you'll get notified when they go live. Is there an ability to actually share out on the Happs platform that somebody you're watching is live to your how does that work? Or that's a 3 o'clock question.
Well, Alexis, you want to give it a shot or?
Give it a shot because I haven't done the sharing. I've been on broadcast and it goes into my feed on my profile when I go live with other people, but I haven't figured out how to share out.
Okay. And I may be wrong, but I think there's a little arrow that says share. When you share that out, it gives, because I know when you're creating a broadcast, it gives you the options to, multicast to your various platforms. And I think that share button, he said, it depends on your device. We can go over it then. But the comments are kind of delayed, so I don't know if that's for me or later. But I think when you click that share button, it'll give you options and you can just send your own broadcast out all over.
But I mean, within the Happs app, are you able to share it to those people that are connected with you who may not have subscribed to?
Yeah, it's the 3 dots, but can we just share?
That I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it, okay? Using on the other device. So let's see. Zakia, I'm going to come into your broadcast, hopefully on my second device, and just see if I can share it out.
Okay.
Click share rewind.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, I clicked on Uberries, but do you see that? It gives you the option.
You get several options. Is Happs one of those options?
Several options to share. And that is your question. Thank you for bringing me back. No, it's not. So I guess right now Happs is going to come through subscriptions. That subscription notification.
Happs to support other broadcasts.
Wait. Somebody just said, yes, you can share, but not to your Happs followers. So yeah, it's going to come through the subscription. So you've got to subscribe, guys. Got to subscribe.
Yeah, because you never know. Like I had no idea I would be sitting here with both Alexis and Du today. And I've seen and been in all of their broadcasts on Periscope. So I love the fact that we're able to do this. If there's anybody else that would want to come up, I just want to get to the 6 to see what the grid would look like. Raise your hand and I'll add you on. Currently, we're working on that ability. Subscribing is key here, guys.
Subscribing is key. Well, thanks, Peter.
And I think we have made a total of 75 cents today, which is amazing. So thank you all for the high fives and the safety award. I think that is amazing. I didn't see anybody say, yeah, go ahead and add me, but we've been at this for about an hour, so I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Alexis, thank you for hopping on and giving me so many answers to all of the questions.
No
All
problem.
of thank you for getting camera ready. Is there anything you want to share about what it is that you both brought? Oh, she left. She hopped off. That you broadcast about so people can get to subscribe to you.
Well, actually, I see some familiar faces down in the comments. But for those that don't know me, I'm basically known on Periscope for my sunrises with Mrs. Do, which, I would scope our broadcast. I have to stop saying scope broadcast, from my little neighborhood lake. And just so many things from even doing that happened. Now, a lot has happened. So I'm going to give you the briefing. I was a photographer as well as I was teaching some anger management and behavioral modification classes. So I went into my own business. I got an office space downtown, great location. And now I'm working with an artist for 3 years, and we're about to launch this fabulous, fabulous product. So basically, to answer your question, live streaming for me, because I think my first broadcast, do you remember you got to give it all you got?
Yeah.
When I was stuck in my decision making, where, where's the fork at the road? Which way do I go? And it's like, take the fork. Well, now I have it where the photography, the coaching, the peacemaking, the entrepreneurship, it's all working together. And probably in February, we will be pre-launching our first product. It's going to be a plushie and a comic book with one of my clients turned co-creators that I'm so excited about. And I'm going to have some new stuff on the market for my brand as well. And as you can see, I've kind of trademarked Sunrises with Mrs. Do and the Do brand. So I'm just excited that Happs came along right now to, for us to explore new opportunities and new heights. I got to get to your level, girl.
I don't have a level. I just enjoy.
Yes, you do. Okay. We're going to talk like friends now because we are friends. Zakia started out making candles, like I'm going to say like in a little kitchenette. Okay. Yep. Soaps. I'm sorry, soaps. And, she was showing, she had the little crock pot. And then slowly you could see her, get new pieces, new equipment, new techniques. And then came, I think, the soap making book, and then came the soap school, and then she's traveling. So there are levels to this thing. And plus, we both got a chance to go to Ghana. So we've got to get together because on Happs, you can share pictures as well.
Right. So I'm excited about that.
Pictures and video. So we've got to get together. But it's just been wonderful for me this week seeing those of us who thought, Scope wasn't paying us any attention. We've kind of gone on to other platforms and we weren't, really connecting at all. I think now is just a new platform to skyrocket all that creative energy. And I'm so excited.
Well, this has been an amazing first broadcast. I'm excited about the platform for sure. And I will be doing more. It will be soap making broadcast, of course, but then also some of the lessons on the tech that I'm discovering along the way. You don't know, the newest thing that I'm doing now is virtual event planning. So when COVID hit, I had put on a virtual conference for soap makers that it was really, really successful. And then libraries, nonprofits, they all started reaching out, asking if I could do it for them.
Nice.
So now I have another company, which is Virtual Experience Design. So I'll be sharing some lessons learned there for producing your own conferences, because I don't think that we'll ever go back to whatever normal is. And so I think having the tools available for people to continue to meet is amazing. And so I'll be sharing that as well.
I see Janet's coming, and Janet, we definitely will. And Zakiya, I'm glad you said that, because I stepped out on faith, and I was in a wonderful co-working space for almost 3 years. And what I liked about it was community.
Mm-hmm.
But when COVID hit and your girl got sick last February through April, so yeah. Anyway, people have asked me how am I doing in this COVID environment? And I'm like, for creatives, this is our time to thrive. So I've been busy. So how is it working at home? I was working from home before I got that fancy office downtown. So now I've just made creative spaces in my home, and nothing has stopped. So again, with Happs, with the new equipment, getting back together with all my favorite, we're not only broadcasters, we're resources for the other people and for each other as well.
Absolutely.
And again, I just see unlimited potential.
Fantastic. Well, guys, I am going to sign out
Thanks,
because
Janet.
aside from juggling all of those things, I'm also mama who's virtual schooling. So I have to do that part.
Hi, Paige.
And it's too many names to mention. All of you that showed up live here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Be sure to subscribe to Heavenly Dew. Be sure to subscribe to Alexa C. And of course, subscribe to me. And I will be looking forward to seeing all of you in your broadcast.
Hey, Paige.
You went dark.
And I'm actually going to try to do a broadcast in the morning. Since I've got the new phone, I've just got to set it all up. So I'm going to schedule it. Oh, and that's another good thing. You can schedule your upcoming broadcasts.
Wow.
Brilliant.
They thought of it all.
Thanks, everybody in the comments. Love you, Zakiya. We'll talk soon.
Bye. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.